Coming in last year, I switched positions from high school, so I think last year was really good learning experience for me. Really learned how to play tight end, and I think from last year to this year, it's been, last year really helped me out a lot to come and work this year.
How much of an impact has Chad Savage had on you in a short period of time?
Yeah, it's been great. It's always hard to lose a coach, especially one that recruited you, but Savage has stepped in. He's done a great job with blocking and receiving. He's really helped me out a lot in all those aspects, and, I'm ready to learn more from him.
What have you seen so far from this group as a whole? Kind of what each one of you kind of brings that's unique to the table, and how you're all a little bit different.
From the tight end room?
Yeah, from the tight end room.
Yeah, I think it's it's great. I've learned a lot from Tabo and Lake being the veteran guys, and they've really helped me out. But it's good to have different bodies, different skill sets, and I think that's really beneficial for the room in general.
How hard was that process? Just you're coming from high school where you're a starter to college where you kind of got to learn the ropes and maybe sit.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously going to be tough, but I really needed that last year. Being kind of like in the background, really working on scout team. Just learning the ropes, learning how to do things the right way, and that's where kind of Lake and Tabo showed me really how to do things the right way and how to be a professional and go about my day.
Where did that benefit you the most? Sitting back and kind of observing.
I think playbook for sure. Learning just the ropes of it. The speed of the game, the physicality. Coming from high school to college, it's a really big difference. So just learning the speed and how all that translates from high school to college. It was really helpful there for sure.
You did get that one snap in the Minnesota game. How did that feel?
It was pretty surreal. I didn't really, get a chance to process it. Coach just told me to go out there and kind of ran out. It was cool to, be out there, but didn't really have any time to process.
Who's pushing you in the tight end competition right now? It's a bigger room. What's been your impressions of some of these other guys?
Everybody in the room is really great. Everybody brings a different skill set. Lake's the real veteran of the room, so I just really take a lot of the stuff he does and learn from him and just how to be a professional, how he runs routes, how he blocks, his physicality. So I've just taken a lot from him, and each of these guys push me every day to we all push each other to be better players.
How are you trying to separate yourself?
Just doing extra work, watching extra film, anything I can do outside of practice or, scheduled time to, make myself a better player.
What do you enjoy more, blocking or getting out a little bit and getting that ball?
I love both, but I'm a receiver at heart, so I do love to catch the ball. But I love doing both. As long as I'm out on the field, it's great.
What have you seen from Jayden Maiava since the end of last season?
It's been great. I love Maiava. He's a great dude, great quarterback. He's really taken a leadership role at quarterback, and I think everybody looks to him, and he's been doing really well in spring ball.
With not as many receivers right now, do you feel like the tight ends are getting a little bit more action in the pass game?
Yeah, I'd say a little bit, but I think we're just doing a lot more overall right now with a few guys down. But once we get those guys back, we'll keep it rolling.
What's the overall vibe been at spring practice? Not just the tight end room, but as a whole, as a team. What's the vibe been like?
I think it's been really good. Energy's been really high. Vibes have been really high. It's very competitive. Everybody pushes each other each day, and I think it's been really good, honestly.
Are you still happy that Coach Hanson's still here, though? He didn't
it's great. He's a great guy. I love Miss Annie. Their little one rock right over there. They're family. They're family to me. So, yeah, I'm happy he's still here. It's good to just see him every once in a while and work with him on block and stuff for sure.